So when I bought the BMW R1250GS brand new, it come with the Bridgestone Battlax Adventure A41 tyres. And apparently that's what BMW supplied all their R1250GSs with. But does that make them any good? Hey everyone, welcome to Roads of Oz. My name is Matt, and on this episode we're looking at the Bridgestone Battlax Adventure A41 tyres. So I'm not going to go into full detail of what they are and all their specifications. That can be found in the links in the description below. Realistically, when you're looking at my reviews on tyres, you want to know 5 things. 1, the price. 2, my first impressions. 3, how they handled. 4, longevity. And 5, will I get them again? So let's delve into that. As I said earlier, I bought the bike with the tyres, so this is either the cheapest tyre review I've done, or because I had to pay for the bike, the most expensive. But have a look online, they are everywhere. They're a common tyre and they're easy to get. Here's the price of what I found locally here in Sydney, Australia. So my first impressions, well, I hated those tyres. I thought they were terrible because I knew the bike was good. I knew the roads I was riding on, but the bike just didn't feel right. And I was really unhappy. So the first impression was I couldn't wait to get rid of the tyres. But then I stopped, I had a drink and think, and come up with the following conclusion. 1, I'm comparing them to one of the best tyres on the market, in my opinion, and that's the Michelin Road 6s. And 2, this was a new bike to me, where before I'd be doing tyre reviews on the Moto Guzzi Grisso, so it was really an unfair comparison. And after a bit of time, and once I got more used to the bike, I realised these tyres aren't a bad thing. So the handling, well, they handled really well, and even when I wore them right down to nothing, they were still handling fine on the road. The dirt, not so much, but what do you expect? When you run it down to virtually a slick, you're not going to get some good grip on a dirt road. But going through bends, and considering this is a big heavy bike, I thought the tyres performed great. They handled themselves in the rain, in corners. I didn't do a track day or do a drag strip day, but not really what the bike's designed for, but then again, neither was the Grisso. But I found the tyres performed in all conditions fairly well. In off-road, yep, on the more looser gravelled roads, yep, they felt a little bit slippery, but overall, it wasn't to a stage where I felt uncomfortable on the bike. Longevity, well, this bike's clocked up 17,000 Ks, and that's probably 2,000 Ks more than what I should have done on these tyres. In all honesty, about 15,000 Ks. The front, at 17,000 Ks, the front was dangerous. It didn't give any indication of being unstable, so it held up okay, but in all honesty, 15,000 kilometers on a GS is about its limit. So it's funny, back in the day, we used to have the formula for every one front tyre you go through, you'll go through 2 rear tyres, but that's no longer the case, especially with things like traction control, anti-wheelie control. It just preserves the rear tyre a lot longer. So I found I'm changing both tyres at the same time. And in this case, the front tyre wore out far quicker than the rear. Even though it looks like there's tread on the edges, there's barely 2 mil left at the centre of the tyre. And I'd hate to think where the tyre wear indicator mark is, but I couldn't. But let's not go there. Even though the rear only had 2 mil left, the front was down to a slick. Now, admittedly, I've done 17,000 kilometers on these tyres, and that's probably 2,000 kilometers more than what I should have. So aim at about 15,000 kilometers on a GS. So would I get them again? Well, absolutely. But did I get them again? No, I went with these. Anyway, there you have it. Yep, they are a good tyre, and yes, I would use them again, and I would recommend them to others. They're a great ride tyre, and if you're just doing a little bit of off-road, like in the case of the 17,000 kilometers I put on this, only about 200 of those have been on actual dirt. So there you have it. I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and if you like this video, check out some other tyre review videos just here.